Y'all wasn't going to tell me about the ships at the Red Sea. Who been here a long time? Y'all remember us talking about? We just talked. Y'all like ASMR? Y'all like ASMR? Got some ASMR for you, babe. Y'all, who remembers me bringing this out? Auntie, y'all remember? Just in the last week, I brought this out and I said, listen, when the Bible talks about the enemies of the north, if you look at we just talked about this. And I said, what is up from Israel, Europe, and Russia? Asia. Who remember me saying that? I just put this out the other day, hun. And didn't know that the day after that, Russia was gonna be sending fleets to the Red Sea. And we just talked about it. And they talking about war, even Elon Musk. Our president last week said, don't do that. And he stood right on American soil and said, I am and is. I told y'all that the eclipse, all these eclipses, they never told us prepare for 36 hours and make sure, and now they talking about they might attack us. You said what now? You said what? Iran said and is. If y'all don't stop the genocide, we coming for y'all. Putin already said that. Now he's taking the stuff to Russia, to the Red Sea. Israel supports, America supports Russia. And now everybody talking about World War III. I want to show y'all something. Just give me a moment, please. Fishing. Good morning, y'all. I want to show y'all some staples I think that down and made in towers and stuff in your cat. You guys gotta pay attention. It's so funny because Nostradamus actually predicted this 500 and I think 57 years ago. So, if you can go and read, I think it's like the 2000th quatrain. He said that during the Olympics there would be snow on the ground, there was going to be a bomb, and then there were going to be all these different countries that were going to, America's never minded our business ever. We've never done that. I'm just saying I'm trying to help folks out. So, different things like that. That the other day, hydrated now. I have a good time, but hold on. You guys gotta pay attention. All right, y'all. I do these are sweet. Which one is it that? I couldn't figure out how to flip it because I'm really not, I don't really be on live like that or whatever. You guys gotta pay attention. It's so funny. Which one is it, Dad? You guys gotta pay attention. If there's nothing in the store, what you gonna eat, y'all? These, you can pour milk on here and dehydrate this. This is like, dang, I can't find it. I said it's Russia and China. It's Russia and China. We studied about Gog and Magog, and we know that they came from the line of Og. I told y'all that above
Israel is Europe. And once you get through Kazakhstan and all of that, it's Russia. The enemy of the north. Remember? We just talked, we was talking about this like last week. Was we or was we not? I'm looking for it. I don't know which one it is. Is this it?
Iran. So there were some people that thought I was crazy a couple years
I think it's this one.
ago, about 14, 15, when I was telling them that the number 17 means victory, and that also 3.5 years, of course, from 17 is 2020. Now we have a show called 2020, and there's a lot of stuff. Vision is 2020, whatever. Well, everybody called me crazy. So funny. I just got my new license recently, and I did with the one that has the California. If you know, is October 2020. Okay. I don't know if y'all read the Bible or not. Don't nobody want to believe. 2 months from now, it's to California. If you don't have the specific type of ID, you won't be able to board the plane. The crazy thing is this. 42 months from now is October 2020. Okay? I don't know if y'all read the Bible or not. Don't nobody want to believe in it, whatever. That's on you. But 42 months from now, which is half of the tribulation, 3.5 years, you will have to have a form of identification that is not issued by your state. If that makes any sense.
It's gonna have government star on it.
Have this government seal on it.
Okay.
Why will I not be able to? Right? The crazy thing is this. We could be in the first 3 years of the tribulation because the seals are being broken. You can see with the FDA and, all of the things that are going on with medical care, people not having it. And then also, the grocery stores. They closed like thousands of grocery stores in all over the country in the last couple in the last couple months or whatever. They're making it harder for people that don't have transportation or whatever it is to get to these grocery stores. You guys got to wake up and pay attention that it's some stuff going on right in front of our face, and all you got to do is read the word and look at who Syria it was back then, and Gog and Magog and all those different people, which is Russia and China. And
did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what I said? Now this was 42 months before October 2020, which was May of 2017, roughly, I think, or something like that. Listen to me. I don't even have my locks yet.
There's some stuff going on right in front of our face, and all you got to do is read the word and look at who Syria it was back then, and Gog and Magog and all those different people, which is Russia and China, and you literally can see what's happening. In 3.5 years, October 1st, 2020, the ID that you have, if you have not already got...
Tell me God wasn't talking to me. God told me in 2020, you're not going to be... this was 2017. Because the year my daughter graduated. Because that's the hair I had when I went to her graduation. That's how I know. And I can show you graduation pictures of me standing in front of some yellow buildings, that one, with me and my daughters and my mama, and I got that same hair. And she has her graduation gown on. Trying to tell y'all. That's why I was ready for the pandemic. Because he told me. He said by October 2020, you ain't going to be able to do this. You ain't going to be able to do that. It's going to be scarce food.
ID will not, of course, from Iran. So there were some people that thought The number seven of nine. And in every state, in 20 from Phoenix to you will have to have a full. Just wanted to have a little rant.
This was 2019.
I was just wanting to ask people a couple of questions. Like, if in 2 years, when you go into the grocery store, you have to.
This was recorded in July of 2019. Because as you can see, I'm sitting in the same space, but they painted the buildings. They used to be yellow. This is the exact same apartment. And now I have locks. Now look here. 2 years later.
What are you going to do? Amazon bought 80% of the grocery stores. They bought Whole Foods. They own 80% of the grocery stores. Amazon plans to have grocery stores where there's no cashiers. You scan yourself in, walk through a turnstile, get your groceries, and then walk out. That means something. I don't know if anyone's paying attention, but all of your local city and county governments are being merged into one. From Texas to Phoenix, it'll be restricted. Attention, everybody's worried about flossing and buying this and inches and bundles and grams and all of these different things, and nobody is paying attention to the things that are happening right up under our noses. They're restricting the way we travel. One company is going to own all the grocery stores that have no cashiers. You don't use any cash, cashless society. People are not paying attention. In a minute, we're going to be prisoners in our own cities. You won't be able to go wherever you want to. Look up the Real ID Act and see when it starts. Look up when all of this stuff with the food is changing. And look at how all of the world governments, every single last one of them, said in 2020 they're going to change the way that they govern their countries. Nobody is paying attention. But if in 2 years or 1 year you have to scan to get in, that's the.
Can I ask y'all a question? Was people not going up to their jobs and doctors' offices, and before they could get in, they had to do them like this? Or put a thermometer in their mouth, or they had to be scanned, the temperature scan. You had to stand there before you could go into the building because they had to check your temperature. And in July of 2019, I said, what happens if you have to scan to get in the store? And people was like, you tripping. And then it was the reality. Before you went into work, baby, they had to scan that thing across your head to take your temperature. In 1 year, less than 1 year, 5 months. The other one, like I said, was 2017 when I said it's China and Russia and blah, 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 and this and that. I'm trying to tell y'all. We talked about raw coming. We talked about having your stuff. We talked about the blue boxes that came out in 2017, and I said, y'all, in 2016, gold became more important. Or 2028, 16 or 17, whatever, 18, gold became more important than oil, or more worth more. That's only happened right before a really bad recession. Also, when Trump came out, he gave out those blue boxes. He said, we cutting stamps, we cutting this, we cutting that. We're giving out these blue boxes. Those are ration boxes, and they always come out right before war. Who didn't know what was coming? God has given me proof. And them ain't all the videos I got. I just ain't shared the other ones. I got whole vlogs of me talking to myself like, I can't believe this. Nobody is going to believe this. So I have them hidden secret in my heart and in my notes. Y'all done seen it. We studied about Chernobyl, and right when I went viral, that's what was on the news was Chernobyl, hun. And I said, do any of y'all know what that means? And we did a whole study, and then I took y'all 2 years back in my notes where I had already been studying Chernobyl. And Russia and China and all of the United Nations folks and everything. God gave me a cool little book right here years ago, and then it all became important later. And what's crazy is it was like $50 and they was only 25 cents. And I was like, I only need one. I should have bought all of them. They was at the Goodwill. You remember the Chernobyl in all classes? Who remembers me telling y'all that the war had to come so that the Antichrist can give false peace and be this false leader? And really, all hell is about to break loose. Do y'all remember me saying that to y'all? Nobody? Somebody? Anybody? Do y'all remember us talking about all of this? Good thing is we have proof. And to those of you that have downloaded my YouTubes, you'll be able to go back and see. They are talking about attacking on American soil. That is the second country that has said if America doesn't mind her own business, we are going to attack you on your soil. He came to our country and said that. I told y'all when they started talking about getting all this survival stuff ready that it wasn't just the eclipse. And I didn't even know that had happened. Your right hand or Code red! Code red! The enemy's in the building! Code red! Code red! Code MFing red! Every single thing that we have talked about is happening right now. The 900 plus classes that we have studied the end times, every day that I said, get your stuff. You ain't going to be able to go outside. Train them kids to be quiet and stay out of the windows. Tell them to get in the closet and sit for 15 minutes because it could cost y'all your life. Did I or did I not? And now there's two major countries talking about coming over here on our soil or attacks for real. I said we ain't never lived in no country like how in Iran where you see buildings and bodies. Tell me we ain't been talking about this for over 700 days. Day in and day out. Day in and day out. We have read in the hidden books where it said fire is getting ready to start raining down from the sky. You mean rockets and bombs? That's what you mean? That's fire raining down from the sky. We just read about bodies being obliterated 2 days ago. Blown to ash. You mean nuclear war? I got called a false prophet. I said, y'all, we got less than 2 years before all of this kick off. I promise you, in the next 2 years, you want to stock as much as you can. I went viral February 28th, March 1st, whatever day it was. It's April 1st tomorrow or March 31st. 2 years ago. When I was saying World War III, everybody called me crazy. When I said God is telling us to get prepared, I got called false prophet. Somebody just called me a Jezebel something today. But we can go back in your notes. You can go back on the videos and see that everything that God had told us was coming has played the heck out in less than 26 months. Everything. He told us the water, the eggs, the meat, the vegetables, the electricity, the gas. He didn't tell us what. He didn't tell us what. False prophet, what and where, bro? He didn't tell us what. He He didn't tell us the phones was gonna go out. Hmm. He didn't tell us the grid was gonna go down. Hmm. 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 He didn't tell us. You sure about that? He didn't tell us that the grid was gonna go down. You sure he didn't? You sure he didn't? You sure he didn't tell us that the grid was gonna go down? You positive? For real, for real. He didn't tell us. You right. You right. You right. You right. You right. You know what else? He didn't tell us before they started doing it that they was gonna start outlawing gas stoves. You right, he didn't. You know what? I thought he said something about the water not being no good. I thought he said something about that. He could have been wrong. He said that it was going to be famine and mothers and children was going to be trying to eat each other. And so you might not want to have to take the mark of the beast to buy or sell nothing. So he said, well, money is good. You might want to do something valuable with it. No, he didn't say that, did he? I could have swore he said, in order to get the services that you've been getting, you're going to have to take the mark of the beast. So you're going to need to be prepared because there's things coming that this earth has never, ever, 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 ever seen before. Worse than anything you could possibly think of. And you'd rather go buy a $4,000 bag and $10,000 rims. Some people will have to watch their children starve. Or take the mark that makes sure that they never get to heaven. Because their belly is going to be their God. And they say, Jesus is going to understand because I don't have anything to feed my kids. He said, I told you famine was coming. I told you that you won't be able to buy or sell unless you take the mark. And the people that take that are not written in the Lamb's Book of Life. So then, what do you do so that you don't have to do that? You prepare now. Oh, it's a warning for a reason. It hasn't happened yet. You don't wait until it's happening to prepare. And what's sad is with Russia all the way at the Red Sea, and this is prophecy. Pastors still ain't telling their people to get ready. The government said get ready and get some water and make sure you have some emergency lighting and food just in case something happens. And pastors ain't saying nothing. They saying I need all your money. Why are the pastors not at least telling you what the news said? If you don't have nothing, you're going to have to go stand in them super long lines with everybody else. If it's even safe to do so. If they say you can't go outside for a week because we are under attack, all of America, and it is a martial law lockdown and ain't no stores to get to, how long you and your family gonna last? Because after that, they can shoot you on spot if you outside. So what's up? Because everything that the Bible said is happening right now. It don't matter if you believe it or not. It's falling into place in your face. You believe in it, it ain't stopping it from happening. Open your eyes so you can see it coming, as my auntie used to say. I know the WOIU people is like, girl, they fighting over a piece of bread. I told you they was gonna be fighting over a piece of. He didn't knock the old lady down. Girl, the toilet paper then got wet. Look Yes, you can. My YouTube is CERCA TROVA 22. I got 2 videos on there called Survival and Survival 2.0. I go through everything. I think you need to hurry up and buy right now. Yeah. Excuse me. A hazmat suit. WYU that's been here a while. How do y'all feel right now? Knowing all of these things we talked about it. You're welcome. And it's happening. Okay. Well, we got 900 videos over there. Listen. Told y'all, I said, but everybody kept saying, well, how long? I said, I don't think we got more than 2 years before all of this really kick off. It's been 2 years right now. Oh, I said, don't worry about trying to buy it all at one time. I don't care if you got to spend $50 a month. Just start going to the food pantries. God is going to put it in your way. He'll let stuff go on sale. You pay your tithes, and he did all of that. And I'm grateful for y'all that y'all listen. I feel sorry for the mothers that have new babies. Well, Tone, don't send nobody into depression. Don't talk that. That could depress some people. So you just keep those thoughts. So. I know, but that could. Instead, say, God, please bless the women that have them with the finances that they need. That would have been a better statement, I'm saying. Because, yeah. Well, you can't. I'm going to say this one more time. I love y'all. My YouTube channel is CERCA TROVA 22. CERCA TROVA 22. CERCA TROVA 22. And if you want to go under the live tab, got to give you a flower, sister. You've been right. Thank you so much. Because can I tell you something? That's why I told y'all. Who remembers me saying this is not about the money because it ain't about to be no money anyway? Y'all remember me saying that? I said this is not about the money because it ain't about to be no money. Ain't nobody about to be going nowhere. Y'all don't think that it's crazy that God let y'all get used to being in the house, learning how to sit in color, quit going and moving around everywhere, and then people was talking about attacking us on American soil, and I told y'all we probably wasn't going to be able to go outside, so you need to get used to being in your house and get everything you need in there so that you don't go stir crazy and get cabin fever. Y'all remember? We talked about emergency plans and put atlases in our kids' cars. I told y'all that them water things and the stuff with the trucks and all of the things that was happening was acts of raw. And now look what's going on. everything we've been studying is happening. If you ever took notes in this class about the end time stuff, oh, Ezra, the sibling oracles, the apocalypses of certain people, very good information. We don't have road atlases for nothing. We bought our road atlases a year and a half or so prior to them starting to tear up these bridges. Before they made the movie Leave the World Behind, we already knew that we was going to have to take back roads, didn't we? We started training our children other ways to get home from work, figuring out who was going to pick up who from school if anything ever happens. We start training our family to sit and be quiet for 30 minutes at a time, an hour at a time, training our animals to be quiet. And people told us we was in a cult. And absolutely out of our minds. And every single thing that God has told us that we got and we did, guess what? It's all paid off. Every stinking cent of it. Every day that you went to the food pantry and stood in line and you put your pride to the side, and now you can walk past your small grocery store that you have in your home and know that at least for 6 months to a year, your family is good. You know that you got wool blankets and a way to heat your home and to cook if there's no electricity, if there's no gas. Huh. And yet they told us that we was tripping. I told y'all, God don't wait till stuff is happening to tell you. He tells you before. And you remember I told you some of these people are so used to moving around and doing this and doing that, that when they got us shut in, you remember what happened during the pandemic? And they ain't got nothing in these big, beautiful houses. They all crystallized and beautiful, but ain't in there no food, nothing to do, no radios, no nothing. No flashlights, no nothing. So God got you used to doing a lot less for a longer time and finding peace in your home, so that when all of this stuff happens and America is under attack and we can't just be outside like that, you have a way to keep your children calm, keep your spouse calm, keep yourself calm. You say, what now? You should be very happy that God thought of you. And it ain't that he didn't think of the other people. They just didn't. He said, I'm only talking to the people that's listening. And that's why when people come in here trying to argue with me, I be like, I'm only talking to the people that's listening. I don't have no conversation for the people that's not. That's like throwing my pearls before the swine. Absolutely, I won't be doing it. I'm not about to argue with you when I can be talking to people that's actually listening and getting their stuff, and their babies ain't got to be scared. They ain't got to be hungry. They ain't got to be cold. They ain't got to be nothing. Why would I keep arguing with you? It's a waste of my time. But what I could do is come over here and talk to the people that's listening. And they getting their stuff. And so they already prepared. That's why I be telling y'all, don't argue. They gonna see. And I guarantee you, if they watch the news, if they go to work, if they have to sit anywhere where a TV is, they been seeing it too. Right? And guess what's happening now? They calling y'all, asking y'all where that list is that the cult lady was putting together. What you got over here trying to drop by and see what you like in the times of Noah, baby? They waited till it was too late. Look here. I told you, take your tools and fuels and put them together, honey. They going to add up, and we don't know when he coming. But we know it's close. So then what you need to do is, until you can't, buy as much as you can. While money still has value, get the things of value. And the things of value is not gold and silver because you can't eat that and it ain't going to keep you warm. Who remembers me talking about them shutting the ports down and a lot of that stuff, once this stuff starts going on, you're not even going to be able to get it. How do most of that stuff get over here? Hmm? Boats, cargo ships. So if there's battleship going on, that means cargo ships are going to be sunk, or they're going to take way long to get here. We seen it. I'm about to go. But I definitely didn't know. And I'm happy for those of you that prepared for no phone service. Maybe not clean running water. You got your potassium iodide. You got your gas mask. You got the things that you need just in case. Okay? For just in case. And we can't possibly know everything, but at least you're not out here bad. Hopefully, you're in a better situation with emergency supplies than you were during the pandemic when it first started. Okay? No, it's a long distance radio. Because if your cell phone service go out and the internet goes out, your phone and stuff ain't gonna be working. Probably only if you have a landline. Hmm. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. I told y'all. I love y'all. Hey, good evening. Yep. So I love y'all. We about to go. I just wanted to say I hope y'all get your stuff. Please don't play. Get your stuff. Okay? Love y'all. Crazy.